only avoidable, or not necessarily avoidable, but I have a theory that Durk knew about this the whole time. I think Durk knew about this the whole time. I'm gonna give you some background knowledge that was happening that it makes a lot of things clearer, because if you haven't been really tapped in, it probably went over your head. Okay, so just let me play a little bit of this. This is talking about the indictment and also kind of alleges a couple of things as well. Here we go.
Since he died, just come outside and go to war about him. He say, no, I'm thinking he let a hoe got him. He say, no, I say, let's go to war about it. Where he go? You better know the morgue got him. In an unreleased track with the unofficial title, Beverly Hills, Lil Durk reveals details about the entire hit. He mentions bounty hunters providing ski masks and firearms, and explains how they used Uber tags on their vehicle to avoid drawing suspicion from both the police and their targets. He even rapped, "Pop in traffic, we in Cali ride through Beverly Hills with choppers." In the song, Threats to Everybody, Lil Durk rapped, "Ain't no sneaky war, money makes them killers, pop outside who you ain't seen before." This line is a clear reference to two members from TBG Lil 4 Mob being on the hit. A surprising twist occurred after the Chicago members were arrested. Lil Durk immediately booked 2 flights, one to Switzerland and another to Dubai. He then arranged a private flight to Italy, but was apprehended in Miami before he could board. As if the situation wasn't already bad for Lil Durk, this makes it even worse. The FBI definitely knows what he was trying to do. And as if this wasn't enough, an individual, who I won't mention by name since he's not confirmed to be the snitch, a once close friend of Lil Durk, is speculated to be an informant for the FBI. Even though it's pretty much confirmed by members, it has not been revealed by the FBI in the documents. A couple of years ago, in 2022 if I remember correctly, he was released after 12 years in prison for attempted murder. Durk took care of him and his family during the entire time, and once he was released, he gave him $50K. This individual, once deeply embedded in their inner circle, is now rumored to be an undercover informant. If it's him, Durk is in big trouble since this individual has been connected to all of them: Durk, Zoo, Booka, Taytown, Lamron, the entire OTF, and the affiliated gangs around them. I'll leave this rumor here without further speculation, as there's really no evidence to support it. It began when the individual changed his Instagram name and started dissing BBG, the rivals of MTV 079, of which he's a member. BBG is also the original set of OTF Booney Mo. Additionally, the rumored informant was arrested on a gun charge last year, and during his incarceration, his child's mother was killed. Her family has alleged OTF's involvement. Regardless, the truth will likely surface soon. Until then, I won't speculate further, as if this person isn't the informant, these rumors have put him in a very dangerous situation. Dee, confirmed to have been involved in the hit and likely seated in the white BMW, is a high-ranking member of Taytown with a reputation for past violence. In 2014, he was arrested and charged with the murder of Travis from Shields. But after being released on a $90,000 bond, paid by Lil Durk in 2019, he eventually beat the case in 2023, which also included an attempted murder charge. The FBI is reportedly aware of Durk's tight relation with him. Durk has referenced Dee in his music multiple times, calling him the threat, and even collaborated with him on the track Block is Hot, where Durk rapped, "They were scared. That's what Threat said. They want peace treaty. I reject that," likely alluding to the ongoing conflict with Quando Rondo. In an unreleased Lil Durk song with the unofficial title Go, featuring Dee and Lil Varney, he rapped, "Drillers call me to get shit approved. I never heard of dude. Only time I heard was on the news." And Varney rapped, "They think shot sweet. They hear that switch, just know my boys just upped the score." Dee was allegedly in control of the second OTF business card, which he used to purchase airline tickets for travel. Brown Eyes and Flacca, who were two of the arrested and confirmed to have been on the hit, are members from up north in Chicago, more precisely TBG Lil 4 Mob. They have been arrested multiple times before in Chicago for various crimes. I don't think they have any direct connection to Lil Durk, but rather that they had contact with Lil Dee and someone else from Lamron, Taytown, or OTF.
It did say Lil Dee recruited these guys, so I guess, interesting.
Brown Eyes is even followed by Day on Instagram. Brown Eyes and Flacca were the two shooters and were most likely brought in just to do the dirty work. They were caught on surveillance cameras from the gas station, killing Lil Pab and shooting at the black Cadillac. An interesting fact is that TBG Lil 4 Mob were allegedly the set.
Yeah, remember I said, so if those two were the shooters, the other shooter is co-conspirator 2. I said that co-conspirator 2 is the one that's snitching on Durk. So the third shooter, whoever that is co-conspirator 2. They won't name him. We think he's telling. And that's who we think is telling on Durk. But clearly these guys, they were recruited by Lil Dee, so they probably don't even know nothing about Durk.
That killed young Pappy from TFG PBG in May 2015. Vonnie has been with OTF for a long time and is mostly known for making sure that King Von did not get scammed in the Icebox video on YouTube.
I haven't seen that. So Vonnie's in that video? King Von. Hey, with all due respect, and I like Icebox, I'm not trying to hate on y'all business. But sincerely, a message to all rappers. First of all, again, I'm not trying to hate on Icebox. And I get it, it's a very pristine place that rappers go to get jewelry. Icebox Films. Okay? I know a lot of y'all like to bring your shooters and ice them out. Don't bring your shooters to Icebox to ice them out. Okay? Go alone with someone that's gonna pay the people whatever jewelry you need. But when you're bringing your shooters to Icebox, or they're recording you know, as they recorded Vaughn saying, "Yo, I need a chain for him." Yeah, he be killing shit. I need a chain for him. Yeah, that's not a good look. Again, not hating on them. They do great content. Look, 4 million from the Vaughn thing. This it's like 3 different times. Actually, 4 different times. Do y'all thing. But maybe stop bringing your killers to Icebox. Okay?
My boy, the Icebox is looked out for me. Got me in the iciest chair.
By the way, if you don't know, the Icebox guy, according to Trench News, was subpoenaed to testify in federal court in the O Block 6 case. So all them chains that they got when it was like, now let's get this for these guys. The guy who made the chain, and again, but they're civilians, I would imagine, Icebox. They got subpoenaed, and they pretty much had to say, yeah, if they got subpoenaed where they had to testify, I'm pretty sure they subpoenaed any other surveillance footage that wasn't caught on this big-ass camera right here. So maybe if y'all went in the corner and be like, yeah, oh yeah, he killed this nigga for me, so oh yeah, they probably got that footage too. So again, bring in your killers in front of mad cameras for an internet episode. Also, while I'm even at it, and I'll say it, and this affects me. I want to show you that I'm not hating on Icebox. I've seen this recent trend. A couple of times I want to interview some niggas, and they say, nah, act. Let's do it in the bigger studio. I said, why? Why are we doing the bigger studio? Because I want all my goons on camera. What you mean all your goons on camera? I want them to see them. Okay. I'm going to oblige. You could put all your killers in the back. That's not me telling on you. That's you now. You know we finna go viral. You're now putting out a video with 1 million views, and you gonna be like, yeah, shout out to Tim. You know he laid shit down. You're setting your niggas up to go to jail. If you got people committing murders for you, don't bring them to your interviews. Don't bring him to the recorded jewelry box pickup. Go hang with them in the hood and tell niggas to put their phones away. You and the killers should probably not be on live all the time. If you want to claim reasonably that you don't know them that well. Oh, I don't know that nigga. What? Also rapping about them. He laid shit down. You got to put a little bit of cap in the rap. Maybe the real niggas who laid down, make up a name or not make up a name. Rap about somebody else. Anyway.
You're the only one cashing out on the COVID, man. Only one cashing out on the COVID.
That is that's the money.
No. It's actually the same type of earring, but it's just... So,
You rather just do
and
it
then
right
they offered us they offered us 3 different deals, but we didn't like none of them. But none of them were
That's why
amazing
people look at the
deals.
child crazy. Nah.
You know what? This is what I want. You know, pull it out.
Look at the back.
No, how much are
Look
you?
at the back.
Oh, that's Vonnie right there. That's Vonnie. Ooh, okay. So that's another thing too. And shout out to Vonnie for this. When you are new to money, you don't really know how jewelry costs. And let me tell you this, for every artist out there that's watching me, and I know there's a bunch watching me, because it's happened to me. When I first went to buy jewelry, sometimes you try to bring a man's because he bought jewelry before, so you're hoping. Here's the thing. Your man's bringing you here because the jeweler going to give him a discount off of his shit. The whole jewelry game is low-key kind of be like a scam. So anyway, here's the point of it all. A part of you getting finessed, because this has happened to me too. That's why I don't like strip clubs that much. Because until you're in the game long enough where it's so abundantly clear that you got bread, usually when you're new to bread, you're trying to spend more bread to convince people you got bread. So when they tell you a price 10 to 20,000 too high, if you like, oh man, I can't do that, you look broke. It look like you don't belong. So sometimes you be like, nah, I got it. They're overcharging you though. Niggas is overcharging you. Shit, I remember nigga told me a price. I was just like, if I tell him I can't do that, he might look at me like I'm broke, right? Because they butter you up. Yo, you getting all this money, man. Yo, damn, man, you ain't got nothing yet? All right, we gonna get you right with your first piece. I remember holding up the first Cuban. I said, how much this is? I said, this is 70,000. I got it. I'm pointing to my man. Yeah, the backpack. Yeah, I got it. My broke ass. Hear my broke ass. You know how I try to do it? So my first Cuban, it was 7. I said, nah, I want more though. Like, nah, we could do a deal if we get. So I'm trying to really ask a discount type shit, but I'm doing it in a way where it don't make me look broke. I'm like, no. I'm gonna cop like 2 to 3 things. You could give me a deal on if I cop 3. They'll be like, oh yeah, we got you. So basically, by the time I did it, I think I spent 100. It was like, all right, no, we'll give you, now we gonna just work. That's 60, right? That's all right, bet. I got the brace. That's all right, bet. Man, that shit probably cost 30 grand. Like, let's get, like that chain that nigga told me $70K is probably 30 grand, nigga. I got it upstairs. I gotta go get that shit appraised. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, chat, I went to my, real talk, and I know I'm sidestepping a little bit, but y'all know what you get from an act stream. Yo, I popped out at Rutgers University. I went there for college, if you didn't know. I popped out to the homecoming, and I ain't wear no jewelry, I think. Did I wear jewelry? No. Maybe I wore my small Cuban. That shit cost me, how much is small Cuban? I think that cost me like 25 or 30. And they claimed they gave me a discount. Whatever, cool. I wore that, and I wore my Cartier and a bracelet. And when I went there, like, mad people like, oh, act here, like, yo, just going crazy, whatever. I was like, whatever. And I'm dapping some niggas up and taking pictures with them. I'm looking at them. That's what I hate about jewelry. I got on real shit, but maybe they that rich because I don't know these niggas. Everybody got a Cuban on. Everybody got a Cuban on now. And I'm starting to think, does everybody really got like $70,000 to spend? So I ain't gonna lie to you, chat. Like, I'm probably either done wearing my shit, or I'm just like, I'm not gonna sell it. I'm just gonna leave it, bro. Like, I'm tired of this shit, bro. Cause the fake shit, the Mosinite niggas, is killing the game. A nigga coming with Mosinite, like, I'm dapping up a nigga. I'm like, yo, does this nigga even have a job? Niggas is popping out with Mosinite. They look just like your shit to the naked eye. The Mosinite shit look just like your shit. So if you bought this to look rich or flex, the nigga who bought the Mosinite looks exactly like you. So now I'm like, what the fuck? The Mosinite niggas is going crazy. So now I'm like, God damn it. So imagine me wearing my shit. I'm risking, because I'm thinking, anytime I wear my jewelry, I'm thinking I got $100,000 on me. Niggas might try to, I gotta even move a certain way. These niggas got probably $800 on them. You get what I'm saying? So like, bro, why'd you spend $100,000 for? No fucking reason. Because you're trying to look different, but then all the nigga got the Mosinite and they look just like you to the naked eye. All right, they might not be famous, but like, so now I realize me showing up and people say, oh, that's act. That's bigger than what I'm wearing. So I don't know. I was actually Googling. I'm like, is there a new type of shit that niggas ain't bootleg yet that could show that my jewelry is out of this world? And Vlad showed me this shit, which was low key. Vlad was like, because Vlad has a Richard Mille. He has a Richard Mille. It's $250,000. And he showed it to me. And I'm like, yeah, I think this iced out bullshit is done. I think I'm going to just get like a rare, you know, them little weird ass watches, but they're rare, but there's no diamonds on them. And you're like, oh yeah, that's $300,000. I'm like, all right, maybe that's the flex now, because everybody got Mosinite. Anyway, I just went on a whole little rant or a little sidetrack. But yeah, these days, you can't tell, man. You can't tell. But this is the reason why I went to that story, because everybody who just gets money, a jeweler has finessed. They tell you they're giving you a deal. They're like, nah, just tag me on the gram. Nah, I took 10 bands off it. Just tag me on the gram. You know what I mean? Or the jeweler be like, nah, I just want to make a video saying you cop from me and you my client. You're like, all right. He's like, nah, I'm going to take, yo, you can't do 8. Like, nah, I'll do for 70 as long as, we'll just make a video. Just tag me on the gram. You done gave him mad free promo. He got 15 other clients. 15 other celebrity clients. And then like probably 100 regular people. And he took off $10,000 that it really didn't even cost. This shit cost 40. He's selling it to you for 80. He said, do a promo video for me. I give you for 70. Yo, stupid ass still paid 30,000 over the price. This is a finesse. Fuck. Anyway, I said all I had to say. First time, I don't know if this is the first time, but he shows up to go get jewelry. And I guess Vonnie is there to kind of make sure you don't get scammed. Let's play it.
She's like, man, you know what? This is what I want. You know, pull another 140, you know?
I'm saying my mom got a Camaro.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
That's why I just had to pay it off. I told her to trade it in and get a new one, but I don't want my Camaro.
See? Chat, I'm telling you. This is when you just finally got some money. When you talk to people, you're dying to let them know I'm rich now. I'm rich now. Nah, yeah, my mom got a Camaro. Nah, I told her trade it in. Paid off. He's qualifying himself because he thinks that these jewelers only deal with super rich people, and that he's trying to qualify himself to them to say, oh, no, I'm rich now, too. Now, I told my mom got a bullshit car. I told her to get a better one. You know what I mean? You're going to see it.
It's a little too, like the little $2 one, the little,
Yeah.
And then she got grandkids and all types of stuff. Why you want a little Camaro?
Nah,
I just let her keep it.
SUV. Yeah. Proud of you, man. Dog, you came a long way. You came a long way, man, for real.
So that means you're giving us the watch for how much?
However you look at it. Yeah.
Now, he's smart. This is where they finesse the fuck out of you. This is where they rob you blind.
So you just give us the watch for $5 then, and then you just keep the earrings. We don't want them earrings.
No.
That makes sense, don't it? Just give us-
Now this nigga mad right here. He's like, why the hell is you telling this? Vaughn came here to give us all of his cash. You know the videos I love the best? I gotta show you this video. And then salute to Johnny Dang. I'm not hating on none of y'all jewelers. Keep getting y'all money. You know what I mean? There's a video I think he put up. I think it's with a what do you call the guy name again? Oh, it's with Funny Mike. Yeah, shout out to Funny Mike. You know, Funny Mike getting that bag. And Funny Mike go there and they make a video where it's like he gets some shiny shit and Funny Mike get all the money. No. Funny Mike get the shiny shit and Johnny Dan get all the money. It should be looking hilarious. Watch this. Look.
My birthday, what you say?
Too easy.
Too fucking
Yeah.
easy. Come on, man. Come see what's going on, baby.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Big boy birthday, man.
You know what's funny? Like these look good. They look amazing. But the funniest part of it is always when they're handing the money over. Like, the niggas flexing with your money and you're flexing with like these diamonds that we don't really know. Like, I was listening to like, I think CJ So Cool go off on a rant. Like, he's been going through some shit. He said, I spent $1 million on jewelry and I never knew what a fucking carat cost. I didn't know nothing about jewelry. I would go to the jeweler. I would say, I want the biggest and the best. They would tell me some shit and I would just pay whatever they told me. I didn't know that, number one, they were using reduced quality and all that type of stuff. I only found out when it was time to sell it back because I was going through some shit. And I said, damn, that's all of us black people. Let's keep it a beat.
Wait, how much? Whoa. Let me get that bag.
Yeah.
Oh, look. It's showing it. Look.
Yeah, look.
Let me get that bag right quick.
Most of the time, he
Let me
put
get that
down
bag,
in the
man.
credit
You
card.
see what time it is? Oh, and I got some more
blue.
blues in my pocket. Don't
Don't
sleep.
Turn me up, big fan.
Pull like this. The jeweler, he not that impressed with this. You know what he impressed with? Cold, hard cash. Yo, cold, hard cash. The jeweler's impressed with the cold, hard cash. We impressed with anything that sparkles.
It's too. Hey, come on. Too easy.
Yeah.
Look, this is all you gotta see. Shout out to John Dang. No, I'm not hating on you. I love you, John Dang. I met you, by the way. You're dope. He flexing with the money, you flexing with your teeth. This is good.
Hey, don't call me. Unless you got the blue.
Look, the jeweler's saying, don't call me unless you got the blues. And the nigga, I guess he said, don't call me unless you got the teeth shiner. I don't know. Shout out to Funny Mike, though. That's my guy.
I know you're going to call me. I want like Funny Mike. This is big money in my grill. Yeah.
So I know you're going to call for that Funny Mike shit, but that's big money.
Yes, Lord.
Too fucking easy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. All right, well.
It's turn me up, big five.
Yo, I went in to go get my jewelry. That nigga got a vault of hell. The nigga safe, nigga look like even if you stole the safe, you'll never get in. I'm like, where they put the money at, nigga, you'll never get in, nigga. Anyway, all right. Anyway, so we're back to this video. This is OTF Vonnie, and he's telling King Von, he's trying to make a deal for him. And by the way, that's W Homeboy for that. Trying to make a deal for him because right now he's gassed up off. He might just got a big deal, just got big payment. Somebody wired him $1 million, and now he's just looking to spend. And you know, when you feel like you're trying to put yourself off as $1 million nigga, say something called 70,000. You're not gonna like, you know, you're not gonna be like, oh nah, I'll only pay 60. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, chat. This is good. This is actually good. Yo, chat. All right, I'm gonna tell you some dumb shit. I can tell you some dumb shit. I'm gonna tell you some dumb shit because I'm saying this not to shame nobody. I'm telling you this how us black people really it works. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Remember I told you I won $1 million in gambling. Well, really, you know, I've lost millions. So like I had a good day. I won like $1 million. Usually I win a couple 100,000 or I lose a couple 100,000. And essentially I had $1 million and then I lost a bunch. And when I was about to lose, I'm like, yo, it's no way I could lose a fucking $1 million gambling. So I stopped myself and I called my dealer up and I bought the Maybach, right? So I bought the Maybach and yeah, I'm paying for it cash. Cool. Anyway, I never seen the Maybach before I bought it. I just like, he texts me pictures. I'm like, I want that one. Give me that one. Okay, cool. So he sends me the picture of the Maybach. I'm like, all right, yeah, I want that one. By the way, which I didn't even know that was that popular because Young Miami got one, Yachty got one. I didn't even know this is that popular. Anyway, so whatever. He's like, all right, bet, whatever. So then, like, at the point where your dealer is hitting you up like that, they're not sending you prices, my nigga. I mean, you could obviously find it. You could go on the website and find the car, but he just sends it to me. So he tells me a price. I can't remember what the price was. I think the price was like, which by the way, I put it incorrectly in my car vlog because the car cost $250. It wasn't, yeah, something like that. Anyway, here's the point. The car was, I forgot the exact price. Maybe it was like $260. And I got a shout out to my mans. I actually play Fortnite with him all the time in Discord. And my man Dab is a white dude. You know, white people be on that shit. Us niggas, we be trying to qualify so much that we got money. We'll overpay, bro. White people, they're always like, no matter, because they don't care about wearing wealth and showing, like, they usually, unless they're on some nigga shit. Anyway, so they give me so the dude says, all right, so is this, the guy knows how I deal with him. I buy all my cars cash. All right, let's say it was 260. I don't want to quote it directly, but let's say it was 260. I said, all right, bet. 260, cool. So I'm talking to this guy, and he says to me, he's like, yo, me being, you know, I bought my first car, which is, I still have my first car. It's a 2010 Mazda 3. And after that, I've never had a used car. And I bought that car in 2010, but it was used. It was an enterprise car that people turn back in. But ever since then, I've just always bought new cars. I'm thinking at a certain price, like if I'm buying Lambos, supercars, and Maybachs, they don't haggle with prices. Like you don't walk in and be like, let me get that Bugatti, but not $3 million. Let me get it for 2.8. So my stupid ass is just like, whatever you say the car costs, because I want a car, I got it. The dude tells me, he's like, and I'm just going to throw a number. He's like, yo, he's like, wait, you're going to pay that? Like, they're not giving you no deal? I'm like, deal, nigga, it's a Maybach, nigga, the fuck? He's like, I'll make a bet with you. That dealer you're doing it with will give you a fucking deal. I'm like, no, they won't. It's a fucking Maybach. So he says, tell the dealer, because the guys text me anytime new cars come in, like the expensive one. He says, tell him you can't do 260. You could pay 250 today. I said, bro, he's not going to do that. It's a fucking Maybach. He said, just do it. If I'm wrong, my bad. I do it. I text the guy. I said, I'll pay 250, not 260. The dude came back. No, he's like, oh, I got to talk to my general manager or whatever. 15 minutes later, it was just like, all right, 250, you got it. You're getting it today? I'm like, wait. Yo, you could actually haggle with a price over, like, again, I know. I thought it was only, this is my stupid ass, I thought it was only for cars that's not that expensive. Because these type of cars, they don't market. It's either you got it or you don't. And it was just like, no, it's still buying a car, bro. Like, you could definitely take off 20, 30 grand. Which I learned a thing or two. Because me, whatever they told me, I was just paying. Like the Lambo was like $295. I was like, all right, $295, here it is. It's like $295 and $600, $616. Nigga, I went to the bank and just wired it. I could have probably told him, nah, nigga, I got $270 or $260 for you, and let's go through some negotiation. My audio's going in and out. Anyway, I'm good? Let me know if it's good or it's cracking. What's it? Fix your mic, nigga. Am I good? Mic check, mic check, mic check. I'm good now? I'm good? Okay, I think I should be good. Okay. So essentially, I found out that not because you're buying really expensive things, and it wasn't their fault, it's my fault. I'm going under the assumption I got to show y'all that I'm rich. By the way, here's a qualifier thing too. You know why I never had a car loan? This is why I never had a car loan. After my very first car. So when I started getting YouTube money, this is how long I've been doing this shit. 10 years ago, I wanted to go get a Mercedes. My credit was like, I got evicted from a place because one of the two people I was living with, they stopped paying me, right? Or they stopped paying their share of the rent. My name was on the thing. We got evicted because I was either going to have to pay for all three of us or nothing at all. So anyway, we got evicted. My credit's fucked. I'm getting money. It's 2014. I want to buy a Benz. I go into the Benz dealership. I try to go buy a Benz. They look at me and they said, okay, all right. Like I pick out the Benz. And I'm like, this is great. Like I sit in it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to finally own a Benz. Remember, my only car still is a Mazda 3, 2010. I said, all right, good. Yeah, I want this. Now I'm feeling myself too because I say, yo, I want people to feel like yo, is my app still fucking up? My mic, I mean? If it's, yeah, I think you got to refresh your, just refresh. Refresh the stream. Yeah, no, it looks fine on what I'm doing. Mic is good, bro. I'm telling you, the mic is good. I will be able to see it dropping out. Yeah, I think it's the stream. Just refresh the stream, chat. Just refresh the stream. I'm sorry. Okay. So I go in, I sit in this car, I like it, I find the one I want. The car was about like $50,000, $60,000, right? I'm like, I want this one, right? We go to sit down and do it, and I knew my credit wasn't the best, but I didn't know it was this bad. It was like 500, right? Now, the way how these car dealership works is that if you've never owned a car, like they do a point system. Like you have a car rate, you have a car score rating. I never knew this, right? Basically, your trustworthiness for that dealership and also how many other cars you've had of that brand. So it's my very first car I'm trying to get. I think it was a C-Class. What's the C-Class? I can't remember. And $50,000, $60,000. I sit down with a person. It's definitely on y'all end. I sit down with a person and they're trying to figure it out. And they said, all right, the credit report came back. It's not that good. And I said, oh, fuck. I said, what can we do? Yeah, I think it's YouTube acting. I think YouTube is acting up. Is everybody on Twitch okay? Okay. So they checked my credit. They wouldn't give me a car. I even showed my bank account. I think at the time, I don't know. I think maybe I had like $100,000 in my bank. And I was just showing them I could afford this car like twice. Like, what do you mean you're not giving me the car? Like, come on. Like, I want the car. I think I was trying to maybe even lease it. I was trying to lease it because, tax purposes. And I was like, no, I could finance it if I need to. They turned me down. And after then, I remember I grinded, and 2 years later, in 2016, I went back to that same dealership, and not same dealership, it was Mercedes, and I bought a G-Wagon. It was like $170,000, and I bought it. And I remember I built it because I was sitting with the guy. They're like, "Oh, you got this internal," and I felt like they were testing me. So we get to the point of payment, and it says, "So how are you gonna pay it? You want to do the credit application again?" And it was almost like I felt like people were just laughing at me. And my ass said to them, "I'm paying for it cash." It felt like the movie with DMX when he came in and threw the bag of money, right? Which I got to learn later. It don't work like that in real life. You don't come and throw in a bag of money when you're buying a $170,000 car. No, nigga, you're gonna wire that bitch. And yeah, and then even then, I remember when I got the car at the time, there was a whole problem with like Nigerians stealing cars. So they wouldn't. They had a 30-day hold on issuing the title because they couldn't issue the title because people were sending those cars immediately to Africa, and there was a whole like title fraud. I don't know. Anyway, here's the point. That me trying to prove myself got me into that mindset. A young black guy who just started making some money. I felt I had to. When I was turned down, I had to show I did have the money. Now, subsequently, I ended up buying everything with cash. House cash, 3 other cars cash. But still, I never really utilized credit. I mean, nowadays I am because I'm starting to leverage things. But it goes into this conversation with Vaughn. I get why you need some homie. Now, granted, I don't know if this guy has business sense or not. But the dude is there trying to help Vaughn, right? Like, yo, bro. Yo, you could get a deal from these guys, dog. Like, yo, dog. Yo, this fucking earring costs what? Nigga, stop playing, bro. Like, yo, give Vaughn a deal, nigga. Like, what are you doing? So he's trying to work the deal. You'll notice Vaughn is being quiet.
Earrings. We don't want them earrings.
No.
That makes sense, don't it? Just give us the 1 for 5 right now.
I want to take a shot with you like that.
It's the same. So how much you tell?
Dude said, I can't do that now. Look at Vonnie.
5 then, and then you just keep the earrings. We don't want them earrings.
No.
That makes sense, don't it? Just give us the 1 for 5 right now.
I want to take a shot with you like that.
It's the same. So how much you telling me the earrings for?
Those are. Look at the back.
No, how much are you?
Look at the back.
Okay, the
They're not
back.
expensive.
The back says 600.
Okay.
So that means you giving me these for 5,500. Like I said.
Yes, and plus tax.
Come on, man. You know
Coming out of
this.
quarantine like that.
I have to, bro.
Dude said tax? What the fuck? Man, if a jeweler tell you taxes, cap, man. All they be doing, especially when you paying in cash. You think a jeweler who gets $20,000 from you in cash reports to the IRS they got $20,000? First of all, the jewelry that you bought for $20,000 really costs $10,000. So you know what they're gonna say? Oh, we got 14. That's an appropriate markup. 14. So the 6K is fucking, Now, granted, the bigger you get, it's harder to do because, the government is going to easily see that you're scamming off the top, right? Like, every now and then you see, like, some fucking Chinese spot who all cash transactions, they don't report at all. They get caught up in some shit.
Hey, how much you say you want for this one? 70?
I can sell for 80, no trade.
70 cash?
No.
Wire transfer?
Yeah, because it's
70.
You see that? The dude said I could sell it for 80,000 no trades. This tells you everything you need to know about the business of the business of jewelry. The guy says wire transfer. And he says, "Nah, I can't do that." What? What do you mean?
70 cash?
No.
Wire transfer?
Oh no, never mind. He's saying 70K for the cash. Sorry.
Yeah, because it's
70 in the parking lot?
No, bro.
Now this dude knows he's on camera. Von don't give a
Don't.
Yeah.
These are investments, except y'all gonna give y'all another story. I'm gonna give you another story. I'm just putting y'all on game. I know there's YouTubers and even young rappers who watch me, so I won't put everybody on game. There should be no fucking secret. That's what I'm telling y'all. All this about investment shit. Man, when you go to one of these jewelers, respectfully, in hip-hop, if a plain Jane Cartier costs more than the iced out Cartier. By the time these jewelers take the product that cost a lot and put a bunch of diamonds that cost a little bit around it, the initial value of the product depreciates, right? So anyway, I was in a jeweler. I was at a jeweler's spot. It was a birthday for my girl at the time. And I remember when we were there at the jewelry spot before, I was thinking about earrings, and they gave me a price on some earrings, right? And it looks big, like it was some shit that looks big, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So here's what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking all jewelry's made the same. But this is what happens when you're aftermarket jewelry, a jeweler, versus the jeweler that worked for here's the story. So I remember I didn't buy it at the time. All right, I said, okay. Her birthday comes around. I said, all right, you know what? Well, let me go get her some earrings. It'll be some dope shit. Let's go do it. Now, the jeweler I'll be fucking with is in New York. I want to go to New York. Like, yo, let's go to some local shit. Like, damn, I don't really know no local jewelers. You know what I did? I said, let me go to Tiffany. Well, they sell jewelry. It's the same shit. Bruh. The jeweler that was going to cop in New York, and it was about the same size shit. That nigga was like, yeah, it's like 10K, whatever. And I'm like, so I'm already thinking, I'm like, I could drop 10K for that. You know what I mean? I mean, I could, she going to be extra, like, when she's sucking that joint, it's going to, like, that's that. So I'm like, it's going to be like 10K. Gang, could you tell me? I walked in Tiffany. First of all, you should know everybody's in suits. Everybody, but I'm thinking I'm in there on some, nigga, I got it. Let's do it, man. So, ain't no prices nowhere that you can see. I couldn't see a price to save my life. I'm looking around, ain't no prices. So I just I said, what size you want, baby? I'm like, how much is this shit? Said, let me get that one and that one right there. That one and that one. Or no, and let's see both of them. She put both in her ears. I was like, all right, cool. What you like better? You tell them. Because the person there, like everybody's even the woman's in the suit. I'm like, the fuck? So you tell her which one you like. She told me whatever. Again, they're both the same size, don't matter. I said, I bet. Let's do that. Yo, chat. I said, let's do that. So cool. So now I'm trying to figure out the way, the smooth way of asking the price. Because this is Tiffany's. But I walk in with my Cuban. I got my watch. I got my bracelet. Remember, my whole jewelry kit is like 100 bands. So I'm in it. So I'm like, man, I'm looking at my shit all shot. I said, man, give me them pussy ass motherfucking earrings. We ain't Tiffany's though. All right, he just said, oh, great choice. You know, they always say some compliment. Great choice, like, these are to die for. Oh my God. I'm thinking this bitch better die sucking my dick when she get these. Come on, we got this. Bruh. They told me them 2 pussy ass piece of earrings cost $38,000. Nigga, my heart jumped from here to here. Now my bitch ass is here saying, well, I look fucking, because I told him, I said, nah, it's her birthday. You know, I got to cop her something nice. Now, here's the thing I'm going to keep saying about these hip hop jewelers. They're not selling you what Tiffany's is selling you. That's a fact. That's a fact. They're not selling you what Tiffany's is selling you. Nigga, it said 38,000. Bruv, I'm trying not to play broke. And of course I got it, but it's just like, nigga, I didn't think I'm paying that for no fucking earrings. I'm thinking about that. I'm like, yo, my mama used to be a school teacher. That's my mom's whole year. Fucking earrings, especially, I don't care about jewelry like that. I'm like, so now, and we had this conversation afterwards. So now I'm like, nigga, I'm looking at her to say, bitch, you better not say you really want these. So I asked the question to not make me seem broke, but to put it in her decision. I said, oh, 38? Okay. All right. So I look at her and I said, how bad you really want these? Nigga, the look on my face was, you know that SpongeBob meme? You know the sponge? The dehydrated joint? I look at her like this. Bitch! You better not say you want these shits real bad. Fuck that! But I couldn't say it because I'd be the broke ass nigga that fucked up and walked in here because I pulled her in there. So now she's taking a while. God damn it. What the fuck? So now I can't be broke, so I'm starting to throw some shit in the air. Think of what you could get with 38. You know, it's up to you. It's up to you. But just think of what else. And I think she started realizing the hint of, yeah, this broke ass nigga ain't trying to pay for this shit. Broke ass nigga ain't trying to pay for this shit, man. Yo, she was just like, and she gave me the out. I'm gonna keep it a beat. She gave me the out. She was like, you know, I like him, but you know, like, I'm not in love with him like that. We could go look around. Could you hold these? And I was like, nigga, I'm sweating bullets. I'm sweating, nigga. I look like, what's the nigga name? I look like this nigga. This me right here, gang. I'm looking like him. This me. This me. When she said that, nigga, I probably exited that shit, nigga. So let me ask a question to any jeweler out there. Y'all could take this tracks or whoever. Why the fuck, when I go to y'all store, y'all could show a nice pair of earrings and it'd be like, hey, these earrings cost like $5,000 or $10,000. And I go to the Tiffany store. It's a reason why they got commercials on TV. And that same size earring costs $38,000. What the fuck are you selling and what the fuck are they selling? That's the question. That's when I knew I'm done with jewelry. Nigga, what? Anyway, let's get back to this.
We need to be at 30 right now. Okay?
We need to change the earrings.
30 right now. Come on.
By the way, here's another thing. The nice lady in the suit that was selling this to us and the gentleman, they weren't into, I could tell, they weren't into haggling. It was almost like when they was watching me, first of all, I walked in with a backpack. It was almost like, broke. It's like Security be on high alert. Broke. They're here. Oh, the broke ones. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm qualifying myself to show I got bread. But they looking at me like, he's gonna ask for a discount. He wants to haggle. Oh my God. It's a haggler. It's a haggler. Calm down. Jesus Christ.
2.5 carat each one.
Man, 30,000 right now. That's it. That's all we got.
I couldn't. We wouldn't even be able to touch it. We can put them in the 4-prong mounting if you don't like the 3-prong mounting.
30,000.
We would not be able to get anywhere near there, like anywhere at all.
Gang.
Is this Linda? We got a lot of cars.
Nah, that's my grandma name. She just passed away.
All y'all do is go in.
Yeah.
Okay, what color gold?
Yeah, I know how to go.
What's gonna be nice to
Folks with
women?
motor cars
I
of
don't know.
Atlanta. You like Alex over
She ain't
there?
got none.
Chat, I went on a Tiffany store afterwards, gang. I'm gonna see if I can find the shit that they try to sell me, bro. Bruh. Nigga, I used to see, you know, be like, yo, get your ring with Zales. I'm like, all right, Zales. Nigga, I went to Tiffany Co, nigga. Let me see if I can find what the fuck, earrings, nigga. Let me see if we can find it in this bitch. Nah, nigga, it was a big ass rock, nigga. It was none of this, nigga. It was just a diamond. Let me see if I can find this shit, man. Man, I don't know. And by the way, it wasn't like some extra special shit. Like, if you just wanted the big rock, like, it just costs tens of thousands of, it was like 20 plus, you know what I mean? We're not talking about some bullshit like this. Like, nigga, it was just a big ass diamond. You know what I mean? Now, nothing like this, man. This is out of collective. I'm trying to find that. Tiffany. It's just diamonds, but it was something like this, bro. It was something like this. Solitaire. Yeah, nah, this gotta be fake. Maybe they sell fake shit too. I don't know if they sell fake shit. The shit they told me was $38,000. And I remember the guy says, and I was just like, I was speechless. Yeah, I don't know if I can find on this bitch. Like, I'll even tell you where I went. I ain't trying to dox where I be going, but I'll tell you. Actually, I won't say that because y'all niggas gonna be weird. You're gonna call, did Akademiks really come over there and try to get it? Broke ass nigga. I don't know. But something like that, man. You see, the thing with diamonds, to me, like if it was like, I don't know how big this is in real life. Or know if I know this is real diamonds. But if it was this big, bro, $1,300, let's go. But they told me $38,000. Like, what the fuck is this? Let me see if I could sort by like price or something like that. They probably could spot me coming from a mile away. And actually, I really don't even think, how do I sort by price? Diamonds. I want to show by price. Oh, price. Here we go. 5,000 and over. Let's look at that. Let's see how that shit's hitting for. Nah. I could put up. Nah. Let's do price minimum 20,000. Okay. Oh, it won't let you do that. Yeah, it was no shit like that. Look at this, 15,000. All right. I was down to spend 10. I ain't gonna hold you. See, when you up in the store with your girlfriend like that, you thinking about all the time she done clean, cook, sucked you off. Like, you thinking about all good shit. Like, you know what? All right, man, you leave me alone. You don't bitch and argue. Like, you good. This is like an installment for you to shut the fuck up. I'm sorry to say it like that. That's what you thinking. That's during the good times. Until you realize you give her a piece of jewelry, she still won't shut the fuck up. See, I can't find that shit. How much is this shit? Ooh, yeah. Look at this shit right here. And to me, this little bullshit. Where is it at? It just popped up. 30, yeah, something like, yeah. Look at this. 31,000. Nigga, you know what been looking popping to me recently? Elon Musk robot for the house. Elon Musk creating some robot that could be in the house. It's gonna cost 20 to 30,000. They won't ever talk. They'll shut the fuck up. One of these joints.
Tesla's gear.
Nigga, yo, chat. Before I cop a chick $30,000 worth of shit, yo, Elon just, for all y'all chicks who full of mouth thinking y'all Krishan Rock ratchet, y'all act bad, trust me, before I buy one of y'all a motherfucking thing more than $20,000, I'm copping these. The one that gonna do my laundry, clean my house, and shut the fuck up.
Without needing to hire a teacher.
Right here.
Comes to engineering design.
What? Oh, the reverse bend over? Oh, this shit's crazy. Yeah, Elon, you fucked the game up, man. Y'all hoes better come with better skills. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm saying hoes respectfully. Yo, I'm copping 3 of these. I already said it. When these drop, I'm copping 3 of these. 3 of these. They're gonna do my laundry, clean my house, and shut the fuck up. This doesn't change the whole game. Yes, I'm gonna have a robot girlfriend. Yes. Yes. And I'm sorry, y'all women got something to compete with. I'm gonna tell you why. I know I went off the topic. We won't get back to Durk, but come on, we chilling for a couple hours. I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all got something to compete with now. Because if sucking dick and riding cock is the only thing you offer, well, there's bitches doing that for $200. So if you think that you cooking, cleaning, vacuuming is some priceless shit, well, Elon Musk just captured everything you do non-sexual in one robot, and you might be out of business. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
The human essence when developing Optimus. From the get-go, Tesla designed Optimus to embody a human-like nature. Standing at 5'10" and with an optimized weight of just 138 pounds, this makes for a robot that's not too heavy or bulky, even in the smaller homes.
Yo, chat, I promise you I'm getting 3 of these. And it can't talk back?
No one's going to want a noisy robot constantly...
I don't want a noisy chick.
making sounds while it performs tasks. So from the start, Tesla...
The only thing... Hey, put it like this. Y'all women better step up y'all game. Real talk. Because I think the robot maid is easier and closer to replacing the woman than the
constantly making
than the robot dog.
Sounds while...
Yeah, the robot dog ain't there yet. I got to be able to pet you sometime, chill with you, you be the homie. Like your dog, at least my dog, provides me mental peace. No arguments. Me and my dog never argue about shit. So to keep it real, the robot that be around the crib as a human, it's ahead of the dog game, man. The dog is... Listen, I don't got to tell Pluto to be like, yo, bro, I'm about to get a robot. If you keep acting up, nah, Pluto's good. But y'all females who think that you just a bad bitch who suck dick and know how to fuck, but because you can do laundry, just please know, Elon is designing something to get y'all out the paint. And whenever he gets y'all out the paint, I'm pre-ordering 3 of these. I never pre-ordered a Cybertruck, but 3 of these? Y'all gonna be like, damn, nigga, you gonna see them walking back and forth in the background. All right, sit down right now. Just chill over there and just fix me another glass of Hennessy and motherfucking cranberry while I get the content going on. And they gonna chill and mind their fucking business. This is the $1 billion idea. I wish I could invest. Actually, I'm an investor in Tesla. This is great. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Y'all females gotta step it up. Step it up. Elon done came out with the ultimate. He got y'all mapped to a science. I'm just keeping it a bean with you, okay? All right. Anyway, let's get back to Vaughn.
Okay. We need a guy named Kenny. I would go white gold. Even if... A guy named Kenny. I would go white gold. Even larger.
I mean, that's not a place to buy.
Okay, decent ass for her.
Standard quality, bro. But there's nothing...
Bussin'.
That's the thing. My
It's the light,
SI
man.
is
Look
what-
at these lights.
Take it out the
That
light.
fast go crazy.
Take it out the light, bro.
My mom,
Take it out.
I'm messing with it now.
I know.
But still, you gotta come down a little more.
Nah, Vonnie really was trying to talk him down.
Prove the $0 transaction.
I don't want that. I don't watch it no more.
Which one?
The road.
So we got to put on top of this.
I ain't gonna lie, I think they were trying to finesse Von. I ain't gonna lie.
Los Angeles with two unidentified individuals, as well as Flocka and Brown Eyes. During this encounter, Vonnie was seen handing over multiple firearms, including one that had been modified to function as an automatic machine gun. Vonnie was, according to the documents, the driver of the white BMW that followed the black Cadillac Escalade for hours. He was the one that gave the other car the location of Quando Rondo and his entourage the entire time. OTF Boogie is from 072, and he was the driver of the white Infiniti that pulled up to the gas station. He parked the vehicle so that Brown Eyes and Flacca, who were sitting behind him, could jump out and start shooting. Boogie has been affiliated with OTF for a long time and was very close to Lil Durk's brother, D-Thang. The internet has probably had a big part in all of this. Not long after King Von's murder, fans got impatient and wanted OTF to retaliate, and fans of NBA YoungBoy started trolling Lil Durk with Slide 4 Von comments. It was everywhere. Lil Durk could barely post on Instagram without his comment section being filled with YoungBoy fans trolling him. It obviously bothered Durk as he even rapped.
By the way, I've seen some people say that Durk got tricked out of his position by YoungBoy fans saying slide for Von and 6ix9ine, who also was echoing the same. Do you think that's true or nah?
Rapped about it in songs and even talked about it in an interview with DJ Akademiks. The internet definitely played a part in all of this. However, I think it has had very little influence when it comes to the determination to get back for King Von. I think Durk immediately put out a bounty on Quando Rondo and people around him, even before the Slide for Von comments started to appear. However, over time, I think it actually got to Durk, especially when they didn't get revenge. Year after year went by, and the fact is that the two actually involved in the murder of King Von are still alive. And now Durk is locked up, recently transferred to the feds, and will soon be transferred to California. The moneymaker is gone, and it will affect many members and family, and could actually be the end of OTF and Lil Durk's entire career.
This is Lamar on Lil Steve. I hate the internet because it's all fake love like Chicago. The whole Chicago don't want nobody to be great with shit. All you have is hate in your heart and hate on everybody who making a living for themselves. Like, how if you having a job that's motion, if you doing whatever that bringing $1, and at the end of the day, motion. Stop fucking hating and being lazy. This goes for goofy ass niggas and bitches. Free the bigger picture.
Another interesting aspect in all of this is Lil Durk's recent efforts to reshape his public image. He has presented himself as more religious, established foundations to support vulnerable communities, and promoted a message of peace, although this appears inconsistent with his actions. At his last concert, he even displayed a billboard collage featuring deceased Chicago gang members, including both friends and rivals, and brought J Main from Jarrow City on stage. This seems like a move to deflect FBI attention, as it's evident that Durk remains connected to crime. Recently, he also received 2 keys to the village of Broadview, but they were swiftly rescinded following his arrest. He likely received this honor due to his significant financial support for Mayor Brandon Johnson's campaign, having donated over $150,000. As we know, politics often operates on exchanges of favors, which may explain.
So here's I ain't gonna lie, the mayor kept it pretty diplomatic about his thoughts about Durk. What's important to know is that, let me see here, Mayor Johnson. So apparently you could search. Let me see. So apparently Durk was like one of the biggest donors of the mayor, right? Like he gave like apparently $150,000. See if we can find it, Durk. Yeah. And by the way, this was July 26th. They actually put this out. The Chicago mayor, who has raised nearly $2.6 million since his election in April 2023, nearly half of those funds come from unions. Another large check was from Grammy-winning rapper Lil Durk. Wow, that's interesting. So Durk, give me a second. Let me see if I can find. Since winning the mayoral seat, he's seen a name outside Chicago's usually political world crop up as his biggest financial backer, Lil Durk. Chat, I have a theory that Durk knew about this the whole time. Durk was trying to be smarter than a lot of other people. He was starting to, I don't think he thought the feds were going to come. I believe that he was going to, I believe he thought maybe being involved in politics and kind of back it. You gotta remember, a long time that Chicago hated on Keith was because of the mayor. The mayor, remember Rahm Emanuel? He always said that Durk, like Keith was like one of the epitomes of violence and just like evil. He always shut down any shows or never really co-signed Keith being accepted until long after, until pretty much it was in L.A. Durk starts supporting the mayor, donates $150,000. By the way, if you look at, there's a list. Let me see if I could figure out the list. There's a list that shows all of his donators. Durk is one of the biggest donators. Mayor Johnson, Chicago. Let me just put list of donations. Contribution. Oh yeah, this might be it. Let's see if we can find it. This might show the total one. This might show the total donations, but not necessarily break it down. Let's see. Contributions by candidates. Could we sort? I don't know if we could sort by amounts. Let's sort by amounts. Okay. Oh, never mind. The teachers union, 1.2 million. These companies and also teachers, 60,000. A lot of teachers. Illinois, blah, blah, blah. And then let's see. This is the Board of Elections. Okay. 160,000, right? Here we go. Can we find Durk? Yeah, right here. So Durk donated this through the Voice Touring LLC, 150,000. He donated this on 6/23/2023. Now, by the way, if you ever watch The Wire, having some political favor is always good. When you involve in the streets and you start getting big time, even if you're a drug dealer, you want to be somebody who is on the good side of the politicians, because the politicians give the directions. Like when they say, yo, why is crime up over there? They're going to put the police commissioner on it to go investigate it, who's then going to come up with charges or come up with an investigation. So you kind of want to be in their good favor, where they look stupid, right? They look stupid to go investigate essentially somebody who gave them money. Okay? So you see the Voice Touring. Okay, get all that. Give 150,000.
And why he was awarded the keys in the first place.
So if we're going by this, I think Durk for the last year. Now I'm not saying he's not sincere, but I do believe that he's been making the steps and the efforts to try to clean some stuff up, if you ask me. You can't name me another rapper who donates $150,000 to their mayoral election from their local hometown.
My own
Shout out to VA in the building. What up with y'all?
thoughts on this are that the whole situation is so incredibly unnecessary. A small fight, which happened due to arrogance and pettiness, has now led to multiple people killed, injured, families destroyed, and now is perhaps Chicago's biggest rapper of all time locked up in the feds, and there is a big possibility that he will receive a life sentence. This will affect a lot of people, not least his own family, his kids, and India. I can't believe Lil Durk put himself in this situation. I've always thought he moves smart, but his problem is that he's too afraid to leave his homies behind. However, it's no surprise really. Lil Durk has actually always been deep in the streets and never really left it. Over the years, he's been putting out bounties on people, supplying his block with guns, cars, and whatnot. We who follow the Chicago scene closely knew that this was only a matter of time. And Lil Durk also knew that, as in several songs, that he knows the FBI is after him. In the song Redman, Lil Durk even rapped, "They ask me where I'ma be in 10 years, shit, I said, the feds." So this was just a matter of when, just like with G Herbo and his gang, who will most likely end up in the feds in the near future for Shoota Shells, KTS Dre, and Freeband Bobo. I really hate—
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. This thing is just throw some shit into the mix?
guns, cars, and whatnot. We who follow the Chicago scene closely knew that this was only a matter of time. And Lil Durk also knew that, as in several songs, that he knows the FBI is after him. In the song Redman, Lil Durk even rapped, "They ask me where I'ma be in 10 years, shit, I said, the feds." So this was just a matter of when, just like with G Herbo and his gang, who will most likely end up in the feds in the near future for Shoota Shells, KTS Dre, and Freeband Bobo. I really hate to see Lil Durk in this situation. He has been my favorite artist and many others for years, before his late break, and he has meant a lot to the Chicago drill scene.
Wait, hold on. Somebody said, how y'all say Durk dumb? He got too much money to do this stuff and that. But if you ain't shit, but if shit ain't happen, he a bitch and ain't do nothing for Vaughn. Y'all be crazy. I hate when we let the internet control the streets and street politics. Lil Varney says, stop calling my phone asking me shit. I don't know shit. And I see all you niggas post my brother. Majority of y'all happy and be sneak dissing him. Now y'all acting like y'all hurt. Please stop the faking. Stay out of family business, and I go for all you blogs also. This is DQ showing the old blockchain off. Free the guys that need to be free. And Duty Low with him a picture say the GOAT. Channel Mafia? I don't know what that is.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe.
Yeah, go show some love to my man Chicago scene, man. It's my boy. Goddamn interesting. Interesting. Now, here's the thing. We got a little bit more. So, shout out to my man Bradford Cohen, who actually went on Law and Crime.
Another rapper federal.
And he spoke about pretty much what the government has on Durk, and he's pretty much talking about what's necessary. Now, we've given our opinion. He's an actually reputed lawyer. He's dealt with Fed cases a lot. He's going to give us his opinion. He did it on Law and Crime. Shout out to them. Now, what we said is that this case is heavily dependent on a snitch because there's nothing that really ties. Again, none of this stuff looks good for Durk. I'm not going to say it looks good, but it's heavily dependent on somebody who's cooperating, who's going to corroborate the fact that Durk did in fact put a hit on somebody and did in fact somehow indirectly or through a third party pay these guys for the death and the commission of the murder. Or the attempted murder on Quando Rondo, but the death of Lil Pop. So here we're going to have Bradford Cohen break it down. He gives us some interesting information. Let me go take a piss real quick and refill my cup.
To the show, Bradford Cohen, to talk more about this. Bradford, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. We have another rap star taken into custody on some pretty serious charges. Very different than the Sean Combs case, which we've been talking so much about. Just what are your initial thoughts on the indictment, the affidavit, these initial documents, and the initial allegations alleged by prosecutors?
So I think that when we look at the indictment itself, what's so interesting is, and this happens quite often, they don't put all and everything that they have in the indictment because they don't have to, right? Either less is more for an assistant U.S. attorney or the U.S. attorney's office. And in this case, I think that's what they did. They gave them enough to know that they know what's going on, but not enough to know everything that's going on. I think obviously there's been some rumors that there's been a snitch among his group that has been wearing a wire for some time. And if that's the case, it's going to be a very difficult case for everyone involved, depending on how much talking there was going on. What I thought was interesting with the indictment is, a lot of things around Durk basically revolve around funding that he paid for airport, he paid for flights, he paid for hotels, he paid for car rentals, all these things that they utilized in this, quote unquote, murder for hire plot. So that's really where they're tying him in right now. But I think there's going to be more to come. And I think that there's going to be individuals that either will flip or that have already flipped, or there's going to be someone very close.
I heard what he said the last part. You know what's going to be interesting, chat? So usually what we see like in drug cases or whatever is that, by the way, this is Diet Coke. And, what am I drinking? I think it's Smirnoff. This is some cheap shit. I ain't gonna lie. What's going to be interesting is this, chat. Well, in drug cases, when, the money, because it's gotten through illicit means, gets frozen, will they try to affect Durk's funds? Now, that could drastically change how this turns out. If Durk essentially can't use, I think Durk at one point claimed that, I don't know, he made hundreds of millions, right? Now, does he have hundreds of millions? I would be very shocked if Durk has hundreds of millions. I would imagine he has tens of millions at his disposal. Obviously, then he has investments that, if it comes down to it, same with Diddy, you have to liquidate or you have to just whatever, just to get access to those funds because your money's going to be your best tool here. If they kind of come up with either RICO that turns his money against him in a way where they feel that a forfeiture should be able to freeze it. For example, him getting money through music would be non-illicit ways, which means, he got it legally. But if they put together this argument to say, well, he was committing these crimes, allegedly, and these crimes that he was committing became the fodder and the promotion for the music, right? And that the success of the music, I think that's a really hard thing to prove, but that the success of the music wouldn't have been so if he wasn't doing all this crime. They could possibly try to freeze some shit. I don't think it will happen, but this is an angle because currently, to Bradford Cohen's point, they're pointing out Durk as the money man, and we could say it came through legal reasons with the or legal means with his career, but if his career is all about this type of stuff, isn't it intermingled? We'll find out later. Anyway, let me get back to it.
Close to him that was wearing a wire that would be willing to testify as to his involvement, because his involvement right now is kind of tangentially involved,
right? Where
he's the funder, but there's no direct allegation that he said, hey, this is what I want done. There's an allegation that he spoke in code and he could have said this and all these different things, but there's no allegation that says, hey, this is what he said and this is what was going to happen.
And to be clear, when we're talking about this, obviously there are multiple people involved. You can't have a conspiracy unless there are several people involved, especially something like this. Sure. So although Banks might be the most famous of the names that are called out in the indictment, he's not the only one. I'm going to list them out. In the indictment, we have Kevon London Grant, we have DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, we have Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and Asa Houston. And the indictment also names 5 co-conspirators, with Banks being one of them. In the indictment, he's referred to by his initials DB, or co-conspirator 1. So here's a little bit of background on this case. And it really starts in 2020, because that is when Banks was with his friend and fellow Chicago
right, let me just
relation,
keep going.
including the interview of one of witnesses. For example, assault at the direction of banks and to maintain their status in OTF. For example, based on evidence collected during the investigation, including the interview of one of witnesses, I know that Banks put a monetary bounty out for an individual with whom Banks was feuding named TB. And then there's a footnote at the bottom of that page that reads, due to serious safety concerns, this affidavit does not provide the identity of these witnesses. Based on the FBI's investigation, I know that witnesses and or their family members have already received threats and or have been contacted in what appears to be attempts to influence their participation in this investigation. What do you make of that, Bradford?
So it's basic. You know, like a lot of these allegations, you can almost take each one of these and put them into every case that we've seen as of late, where witnesses are either contacted or witnesses are offered a monetary amount not to testify. And sometimes that comes with a civil case. You know, like if there's a civil matter that's outstanding, they might say, hey, listen, there's a civil matter that you could have, and we're going to give you a settlement of XYZ. The feds automatically take that as you're buying off a witness. So it just depends on the facts of those circumstances. Like I've seen it many times where the feds read into it differently than you would if you just read it yourself, wherein people are trying to be influenced. A friend of a friend might contact you and say like, hey, listen, this isn't a good idea to be a witness in a federal case. The feds take that as, oh, hey, this is, you know, Bob Smith influencing this witness because he's friends with this person who's friends with that person. A lot of times that doesn't shake out the way that they put it in the indictment. And they put that in the indictment specifically for bond purposes, right? So when you go in for bond, they say, hey, listen, this guy's trying to influence everybody. And here's all these things. But when you actually get into the case, sometimes those things don't shake out, and then it's already too late because you already moved for bond and you didn't get bond.
That's the same thing that's happening with Sean Combs. I mean, well, that's a little different because he's not charged specifically with obstruction, but it's part of the racketeering count. I read this indictment. I didn't see anything that Lil Durk is charged specifically with obstruction or witness tampering. It's more the conspiracy. There's also federal weapons charges. So does that give you pause too, that he's not, I mean, again, maybe I'm wrong, that he wasn't directly charged with anything like witness tampering, obstruction?
Yeah, it always gives me pause. Whenever the feds throw an indictment in, it gives me pause right away because a lot of times you'll see in the indictment, there's a lot of accusations in the indictment that when you start getting into it and it starts kind of flushing out the facts, they stretch what could be a basic fact, they stretch it into something that it's not. And I've seen this time and time again. So in this case, it could be individuals that are loosely associated with OTF or that is signed to the label or something else that has contacted a witness, and they're trying to put whatever they did onto Durk Banks. So that's the issue here, right? Is that they're just lumping them all together. They'll just say, hey, listen, you know, because this guy did that, obviously Durk is the quote unquote leader of OTF. He must have known what was going on. Therefore, he shouldn't get a bond because this is a dangerous gang and etc. You notice they stopped short of saying this is a dangerous gang and said this is a dangerous association of individuals that known as OTF, which I thought was interesting because generally speaking, when it comes to any of these rap groups, so like, you know, there's OTF and YNW and YSL, and they all say like, hey, all of these nicknames, this is all a gang. And you know, even though it's a record label, it's also a gang. And that's kind of their argument with every single one of these. And that's going to be their argument here. But I thought it was interesting in the indictment, it didn't specifically say gang. It said an association of individuals that go under OTF. I thought that was kind of interesting because I don't know what kind of evidence they have to say OTF is or is not a gang legally, the legal definition.
I thought it was PTSD from the YSL trial. Let's not rush to call anything a gang because of all the trouble there. That's a separate conversation. We can have a
Sad to say, Lil Durk has been booked, man. It's gonna be a lot of videos coming out about Lil Durk, man. This is honestly sad, bro. I'm gonna keep it a being. Like, this is actually sad, like genuinely sad. Lil Durk literally had such a I don't want to say such a promising career because he still has his career right now. He has his album coming out in a month. Like Lil Durk has so much positive going for him. Like this case for him is how I see if King Von was still alive for the FBG Duck case. Like he would have got booked the same way. And they're gonna pin everything on Durk. There's already snitches, like what Rex said. There's a murder involved, murder for hire. They're probably gonna come with a RICO case after. This is not state charges. This is federal charges too. So it's very, very, very much different. Man, I can't really say what I want to say because YouTube is very weird. But seeing Dirk changed his religion recently, they said it's good to be that specific religion while in jail, which I agree. You see a lot of, you feel me, people that religion. You feel me? It's like they're like a group in jail and they stay together, which is good. But man, going from being a 8, probably 9-figure man, private jets, mansions to a cell, man, that must do something to you mentally that you can't even fathom, bro. And Lil Durk, honestly, he's like rap wise, he's like up there. Like he's the 21 Savages, whichever tier is the Lil Babies, 21 Savage. You put Lil Durk right in that tier. Like the tier right under the Kendricks, J. Cole's, Drake's, them. He's literally the tier right below them. And it's sad. Lil Durk's been in the game for so long, man. You told him about Slide for Von. He allegedly really did slide for Von. Now he's in this situation. All we could do is pray and hope for the best. I'm considering myself a realist, and I'm looking at the situation. There's snitches, like all the evidence, like OTF cards for everything, and bro, like Lil Durk is the head of all of this. Like, I really just hope he doesn't. If Lil Durk gets life in prison, I know his heart's gonna drop. And how Lil Durk says that he hates snitches, how much he prides himself on hating snitches. Like, I always wonder to myself, if it's someone in Lil Durk's position, if it's either life in prison or you snitch and you get 5 to 10 years, are you snitching? Would you throw your whole life away? You're not going to get to see any of your kids physically grow up anymore. All your money, you have all this money right now, but that money is not, you're the breadwinner, bro. Like, 5 to 10 years, 20 years, who knows? The family's connected to you might be broke. Like, you're the breadwinner, bro. Like, it's a crazy world we live in, bro. I genuinely feel bad for Durk. But man, it's hard to even feel bad for Durk because then you'd have to feel bad for Quando. And the whole situation is just sad because it's all this literally started from King Von and Jania, bro. King Von, Asian Doll, Jania, like, it's just woman, bro. Woman caused this whole thing to happen. It was a chain reaction, and now we're here. But it's your boy Big Egg News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and please, 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 please don't, like, woman holds so much power, bro. Like, it's so crazy. And I'm out.